definitely use in the beginning, and then as people become more comfortable with this format, and as they become better readers, as we all know, many people are great reading below their grade level. I have fifth graders that are reading on first grade level, but throughout the years they improve. I can do a surprise question where they don't know what the question is going to be. Their responsibility is to be so familiar with whatever the text is that they can talk about anything. And that's, you can only do that after you, especially if you're doing like a reading class, you've had lessons about theme. You've had lessons about character development. So they already can do these skills and do these types of analysis. And so you can bring them a surprise question where they have to put into practice the different skills that they've been practicing throughout the year. That's actually pretty fun because what will happen is I will have a PowerPoint and I'll put a group in the middle and just put up the slide. This is your question. They have the text, they have some paper to write with, give them 5 minutes to kind of prepare their thoughts, look for some evidence, and then they have to talk. They really find it, they think of it's fun because it's like, it's a challenge, it's like, you're being timed, it's like, it's a competition. Who can come up with the best evidence, the best claims within a limited amount of time. And so they kind of view it as a competition, which group had the best discussion on their question. I want to give people a few minutes to kind of come up with an action plan for themselves, because I know as someone who's been in a lot of PD sessions, it's like you're inundated with all this information, and yet you don't have any time to process it. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to kind of process it right now, and ask yourself these 4 questions to think about how can you actually do this in your classroom now. What are some topics that you might be covering later on this year that you can use for this? What are a couple questions that you could come up with around those topics?